And it's my favorite map intro that we have.
Yeah, it looks the best.
Ohana rising up over the waterfall. I tried to find that waterfall the other day, but I don't know where it is.
So it's not over here. Yeah, there's a waterfall. There's a waterfall here, Ben.
Where? I still don't see it.
Behind the fort base.
Is that it?
Yeah, of course.
Man, I don't think that's the one.
I'm sure it is.
But there's a little campfire there, and the campfire is...
Our production crew is telling us in our ear, it's like, yes, it is the waterfall. Trust us, Ben. We filmed it. Ben is like, nah, I still don't believe it. The guy's like, I made the freaking video, Ben.
I don't believe him, man. He's been trolling me all day.
Sometimes, man, people just speak.
Somewhere there's another waterfall.
Route TT1 is, of course, Red Protoss in the right bottom side of this map. Our Canadian Protoss, while MVP Finale is our Korean Protoss spawning on the left top side. TT1 on the bright side in game number 1, Ben. Better economy picked off, no, didn't pick off the first observer, but picked off 2 stalkers. Just had a quicker expand, more money, and basically had very good, well, he had a good scenario at least to perhaps win this game or to play it out. Unfortunately, a few minor mistakes, and Finale played it out really well, turned the game around. Curious to see what game number 2 brings.
Did you know that you could click on mineral patches and it told you how many people are harvesting?
Yeah.
I knew that about gas, but I didn't know they had that for minerals.
Yeah, they added that at the same time. Second assimilator is being walked in right now for Finale.
It broke my brain.
It doesn't really matter since it's
It doesn't. Like, it's like the most inconsequential thing to be able to keep track of. But
TT1 once more opening up with a double assimilator. Finale is getting both assimilators really quick as well, by the way. Even though he's just mining with 2 pros from it right now. It's a little bit better.
TT1 was in a fine position that game, Kevin. I don't. Why do you think he felt like he had to get aggressive?
Because if he executed it well, I think he could have straight up won the game. Because he would simply have more units and force fields. He has 4 sentries, and with those 4 force fields, he can do an insane amount of damage. While if you just sit and wait for Colossus, those 4 sentries are useless. And I played against TT1 in similar scenarios, and when I just try to expand a little bit later than him, normally he crushes me. He just misplayed the push. One small misclick, few units on the high ground. Finale saved a lot of time with those 4 blink stalkers, which I first thought was a mistake, but later on just decided he played it out very, very well. Few minor things, Ben, but that's PvP for you.
Absolutely is. Finale right now just going to run around with his probes, see if he can keep tabs on what TT1 is up to. Do you think we'll see the same 1 gate expand here?
Yeah, I think so. It's even easier on Ohana than it is to do on Cloud Kingdom, so I don't see any reason for TT1 to not do it. Finale is going to do the exact same build, so that's very interesting. He's even going to get the Nexus a tiny bit quicker than TT1, which is surprising considering the fact that TT1 is the one who's part of the No Scouting Club.
Yeah. But I mean, maybe Finale, because of the fact that he scouted, is able to get away with it a little bit faster, seeing what he's up against.
Of course, he saw the build in game number 1, and so now he can just go 1 gate, Nexus, and then a Robo. Oh, how much you have changed PvP. I'm still a little bit sad about the no high ground warping regarding Hunter the Swarm. It's still not a choice, which I'm sure I'm very happy with or not. I think it allowed for a lot of nice things. Of course, it encourages warpers to play even more, but I don't know, man. I like high ground warpings. I thought it's cool, you can push, get some vision with your Colossus, warp in a few Zealots in the main, attack the natural. Them good old days.
Glory Days, Kev. There's a song called Glory Days.
By who?
I don't know. Some band from the 80s.
You know, Kanye West also made a song called The Glory. At least I think he did, I'm not sure. But he's talking about Glory all along. I think the song is called The Glory. I could be wrong. Anyways, man, both players just pumping out as many probes as possible. Finale is going to have a quicker observer, but what you often happen when you have a quicker observer is that you rally your observer across the map, and it's going to fly straight into the observer of your opponent. It's going to be a really quick warp prism. Now that's interesting.
That's very interesting.
What you going to do with the warp prism? Finale is, by the way, 5 probes ahead, and it might not sound like a huge deal. That's actually a massive deal. Really beautiful play by Finale that he just plays 1 game against TT1, he immediately identifies the style, scouts it in game number 2, and he's like, alright, if you're going to play like that again, I know that I can do it too, but I can play even more greedy because I know that you're doing it, and you don't know that I'm doing it because you don't scout, which is really marks of a great player.
2 Zealots, 2 Sentries loaded up in that Warp Prism. Unfortunately, Finale, I think he's going to fly right over. No, TT1's probe's just barely going to miss it. And TT1's out on the map, Kevin. He could just...
Oh, he's going to try to snipe the Warp Prism. That will make this game a little bit closer.
Does he know it's there?
Yes, I think he does. He must have seen it. He's going to see it right now. He will get shots up. I don't think it's going to be enough. No, it's not going to be enough.
Not even close. That Prism taking minimal amounts of damage, just some shield damage. TT1 not turning around, though. He's going to allow this Prism to continue going forward. Of course, it makes a little bit of sense. Finale has to commit units to this defense.
Finale can just sit on the high ground right now. He can basically sacrifice his natural. Or he can also just delay it a little bit longer and drop some force fields. He's going to deal so much damage in the main base of TT1. I hope you know what you're doing, TT1, but I've got a bad feeling about this.
TT1 immediately warps in a couple of Zealots to try and cope with this. Finale not warping in any units off of this prison at all. At the same time, TT1 trying to bust down the rocks. I mean, Finale has to be so perfect with this control.
TT1 could potentially drop some force fields as well. How many force fields do we have for Finale? He has one more, man. He literally has one more. He killed so many probes already, but his army is still quite terrifying. TT1, you're going to have to go right now. There are already 2 Immortals on the field.
14 workers killed. If Finale controls it correctly, he's going to be just fine here.
Yeah, well, there's too many sentries right now. I think too many force fields, 2 Immortals, another Immortal is on the way. I think Finale has done this.
And it doesn't really seem like he's done all that much.
I know. That's kind of ironic.
You just unloaded? Cast a couple force fields?
But he was so far ahead in workers already, but he was up 9 probes. That's insane.
And now he's up 18 probes.
Yeah. That's really insane. Buffalo is getting a robotics blade right now. I'm very curious. Yeah, I mean, TT1 just didn't want to take the risk. He's going to take more damage over here in his main base. He cannot really warp in as many units. Those were kind of random force fields. Tried to trap the Stalker, did not work. Finale is going for the big warp in. I think right on this moment, TT1 is just going to try to break this. But yeah, can you really?
So hard to micro Stalkers against Zealots in a situation like this. Once again, the probe line is going to be ransacked by the Zealot Hooligan squad. And will TT1 go for it?
Oh, nice force field, man. Look at this. Zealot's dealing a lot of damage. Sentry is getting dropped in the middle of the action as well. Still picking up. Huge micro by Finale. Right now is the moment where TT1 wanted to go for it, but nope. Changed his mind again. And oh, TT1. This is kind of like a painful game.
Not getting any better, TT1. I mean,
he's going to go again, but there are so many force fields right now for Finale. He has 4 Immortals. He can one-shot pretty much everything. TT1 is just going to call GG. Not the best PvP series that we've ever seen, but Finale, man, is looking like a man on fire. Just really queen solid play. And the way that he adapted in game number 2, the way that he read TT1's playstyle and said, I can do the same thing, but probably even better. He just did it. Yeah. It's so straightforward, but really good play.
Very, very nicely done there by Finale. 2-0 victory means he is still undefeated through 5 weeks.
4-0 right now.
Star League. Very, very nice run. That game brought to you guys by Azo Monitors, the best, the brightest, the fastest production and gaming monitors on the planet. You can check them out at azo.com. The main event, Kev, that's what's coming up next. MMA versus Damaga. Should be a fantastic rematch from the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in Kiev.
You should announce it boxing style, man. The heavyweight champion.
Oh, man. I might can do the 50s radio guy, like, on a moderate level, but I can't do Mike Buffer.
No?
He's okay. If I could do Mike Buffer, I don't think I'd be casting StarCraft as a job.
Hey,
Mike Buffer is the man.
Mike Buffer started somewhere as well. Probably casted like little fights on his playground. Before he had some big numbers like, hey, you make this sound pretty exciting. Those are 2 girls fighting, but this is awesome.
Time for the main event. Barney versus Big Bird. Let's get ready to rumble. Damaga versus MMA will be up next, guys. Don't go anywhere. Final game, final match of the day. That starts up when we get back.